The revolving glass doors spun slowly as Emily Harper stepped inside the towering building of Carrington and Rowe Enterprises, clutching a thin leather folder and a purse whose straps had begun to fray. Her shoes were scuffed, her coat secondhand, and her heart a wild drumbeat in her chest. She had never been inside a corporate skyscraper before. The shiny marble floors reflected her every step, making her feel even more out of place. The towering glass walls, chrome accents, and perfectly dressed professionals zipping by with purpose made her feel like a child in a world of giants. She approached the front desk where two women, Lexi and Marla, sat behind a curved reception counter. Both were dressed in sharp designer outfits, manicured to perfection, chatting and laughing until they saw Emily approaching. Lexi glanced her up and down before nudging Marla, who looked up with an amused smirk. "Yes?" Lexi asked, her voice smooth but laced with condescension. Emily offered a nervous but polite smile. "Hi, I'm Emily Harper. I have an interview scheduled today for the marketing assistant position. I was told to drop my resume here." Marla leaned forward, eyebrows raised. "You have an interview here?" She glanced pointedly at Emily's coat, then at her thrift store flats. "Are you sure you're not at the wrong building, sweetheart?" Emily's smile faltered. "No. I confirmed it yesterday. Dana Rowe's office said." Lexi cut her off with a chuckle. "I'm sorry, but this is Carrington and Rowe, not the local diner looking for waitresses. Marketing assistant jobs here require polish." Emily's cheeks turned red, but she stood her ground. "I know where I am. And I'm here because I earned it." Marla scoffed, reaching for her coffee. "Sweetie, if it's charity you're looking for, there's a soup kitchen 2 blocks down." A few nearby people turned their heads. Emily felt the heat rising in her throat but swallowed it. She didn't argue. Instead, she gently opened her worn leather folder and handed over a single, slightly creased resume. Lexi took it with a roll of her eyes. But as her eyes scanned the paper, the laughter stopped. "What the?" Marla leaned over and her expression shifted, eyes narrowing in disbelief. "Wait. You graduated summa cum laude? Full scholarship recipient? Interned at the World Health Organization?" Lexi's voice faltered. "This GPA, it's perfect." Emily quietly nodded. "Yes. And I also ran a community youth program for underprivileged girls in my neighborhood for 3 years. I fundraised my own way through college." That's all on the second page. Before they could respond, a firm voice rang out behind them. "Emily Harper." They all turned to see Dana Rowe, co-founder of Carrington and Rowe, approaching in a tailored navy suit and heels that commanded authority. Emily straightened. "Yes, ma'am." Dana offered a warm smile and extended her hand. "I read your application last night. The cover letter brought tears to my eyes. I knew I had to meet you." Lexi and Marla shrank back, eyes wide. Dana glanced at them with a sharp tone. "I hope my front desk made you feel welcome." Emily, always gracious, simply said, "They seemed surprised to see me." Dana's smile faded. "They shouldn't be." She turned to the receptionists. "Appearances are the last thing I care about. We're building a team of thinkers, not mannequins." Turning back to Emily, she gestured toward the elevator. "Come with me. I want to introduce you to the marketing director personally. You have the kind of grit this company was built on." As Emily walked away with Dana, her shoulders felt lighter. She didn't look back in anger, but in quiet triumph. Her silence had spoken louder than their ridicule. 1 week later. The Carrington and Rowe LinkedIn page featured a new photo, Emily, smiling, in her new business attire, standing beside Dana. "Meet Emily Harper, our newest marketing assistant." Proof that brilliance isn't measured by shoes or brand names, it's measured by resilience, character, and heart. The post exploded online. Over 2.3 million likes, 40,000 shares, and comments from around the world. We need more Emily's in this world. You go, girl. True inspiration. Never judge a book by its cover. Ever. The attention led to podcast invites, scholarship offers for postgrad work, and even news coverage. But the most precious comment came from an account with no profile picture, simply labeled Mom. I always believed in you, Emily. Always. You were born to shine, no matter what anyone says. We live in a world obsessed with appearances, where the right shoes or the right bag can sometimes overshadow the right heart. But character, kindness, and determination have no dress code. Emily didn't raise her voice. She didn't insult back. She let her story, her strength, and her single sheet of paper speak volumes. And in doing so, she reminded us all. Kindness doesn't require riches. Talent doesn't require a label. And sometimes, the quietest person in the room is the one who changes everything.